50% of moms will have postpartum depression in America, and they may not even know they're going through it. We bring awareness next. Our next guest is a mom who has suffered from postpartum depression.
It was after the birth of her first son, and so she's made it her mission to help other moms during postpartum in what is being now called the fourth trimester.
The fourth trimester. Joining us now is Natalie Telnikov, I hope I said that correctly, founder of Better Postpartum. Welcome to Great Day.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, as mothers, we always hear about the first three trimesters, but when you have the baby, your body is still changing and adjusting, and you call it the fourth trimester. What was your personal experience with this?
Well, I felt very prepared, as I think most women do, for childbirth and labor, because I took childbirth education and I read all the books, and I think when we're pregnant, we're very focused on how to get through labor and delivery. We don't think about what comes up afterward, and that can be a mistake, because there is a maternal health care crisis in this country. We're seeing the repercussions of women not being educated about the things that happen in their life after birth. So there's actually staggering rates of postpartum depression. It's 1 in 5 globally, so 20% of new moms are suffering, and those are just the reported cases. And beyond that, maternal morbidity is actually a big problem. Here in DC especially, where we're seeing that 41 women die per every 100,000 live births, which is a lot. It's actually higher than in neighboring states like Maryland and Virginia. So it's a particular issue here. It's an issue everywhere across the board. And what it's most important for women to know is that if you learn how to take care of yourself and what the signs and symptoms are that you should be looking out for that would indicate a medical emergency versus what's normal and healthy after giving birth, then you can advocate for yourself and you can make sure that you're healthy for you and your baby.
You said you suffered from postpartum after your first son was born. What are some of the signs and symptoms that you experienced that women should be on the lookout for?
Yeah, so I think, and I will preface this by saying I didn't know that I had postpartum depression or anxiety at the time that I was experiencing it, and I see that all the time with the women that I work with. So there really is that lack of education, which is why I created BetterPostpartum.com and the programs there. So Better Postpartum is online postpartum education. So it's teaching women these things, but what I experienced personally is just feelings of guilt and weepiness and lethargy, low energy, trouble sleeping, maybe a little loss of appetite. But I still felt tremendous love for my child, and I bonded with him, and I wasn't experiencing any of the extremes that you normally hear about, like, you know, feeling like I should run away or harm myself or anything like that. So I just thought I can't possibly be suffering from depression, when in fact that's really what it was.
Say, if you think of lethargy and tiredness, you would think of that's what a new mom goes through.
Because you're not getting any sleep.
Right.
That's exactly right. And so it's kind of this fine line where you need to watch out for these, you know, if you're feeling fatigued all the time, or if you're having trouble sleeping or resting, even when you're getting the opportunity, right?
So you had postpartum with your first child, but you have another child who's 19 months. What did you change from the first to the second birth that you think helped you?
Oh, there's so many things that I looked into. So I really, you know, dedicated myself to making sure that I bettered not only my own experience, but you know, experiences for women everywhere who are going through these things. So you have to look at physical recovery is a big part. So, you know, making sure that, you know, you're not too depleted, you didn't lose too much blood after birth. You know, there's things that you can do to fortify your iron supplements.
Right, not everybody can bounce back.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Rest.
Yeah, there's so many things across the board, from nutrition and, you know, the things that you're putting in your body to help you recover and help your hormonal balance, and mental and emotional components as well. So
moms are super women, but we can't be our super selves without that rest that we need. So much information. BetterPostpartum.com, right, is where people can get everything and educate yourself. Natalie, thank you so very much. We're glad to see you smiling and happy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We'll check out the website and we'll be right back.